Tonight, Yoruba Council of Elders condemn Ogbomoso terror attacks. 13 political parties signed peace accord ahead of Ekiti governorship election. Fuel tankers, trucks destroyed in fresh Mali attack. Good evening and thank you for joining us on the news around the world. My name is Afolakemi Akobi, and at the sign language corner, I have Korede Oluleye. The Yoruba Council of Elders, a pan-Yoruba socio-cultural organization, has strongly condemned the coordinated adoption of pupils, students and teachers from Baptist Nursery and Primary School, Yawota Community Grammar School, Esiele and LA Primary School in Orire local government area of Oyo State on Friday, May 15, 2026. The socio-cultural organization made the condemnation today in a statement issued and signed by its Secretary General, Chief Oladipo Oyewole. The group described the attack on innocent children and their teachers as not just a crime against your state, but also an assault on the conscience of Nigeria, the future of the Southwest, and the sacred rights of every child to learn in safety. The socio-cultural organization called on Southwest governors in Oyo, Ogun, Ondo, Osun, Ekiti, and Lagos states to rise above partisan boundaries and deploy all available strategic resources and interstate cooperation to secure lives and property. The group advised the Southwest government to, as a matter of urgency, provide the necessary training for their Motekun security network, empower personnel with better equipment, as well as legal backing for intelligence-led operations. The group also called on Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde to quickly establish a joint security task force for real-time intelligence sharing across the 6 states to prevent cross-border movements of criminals. The affected communities of Friday's deadly attack in Orire local government area of Oyo State have been playing host to government officials, security teams, groups and individuals who were on sympathy visits to the people of the area. The Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Oyo State chapter, led by its chairman, Reverend Dr. Elisha Ogundiya, on Wednesday, visited the 2 affected communities, Ahoro Esiele and Yawota, where 3 schools were attacked. BCOS correspondent in Ogbomoso, Aderemi Akomu, was on the entourage of the religious association. His report is presented by staff reporter Bimbo Akobi.
State Chairman, Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Reverend Dr. Elisha Ogundiya, on Wednesday led state and zonal executives of the association on a sympathy visit to the families of abducted teachers and students of Community High School, Ahoro Esiele, LE Basic School, Ahoro Esiele, and First Baptist Church Nursery and Primary School, Yawota. Speaking at the palace of the Esiele of Esiele, Reverend Dr. Ogundiya said, the visit was to seek the face of God to ensure release of the victims without any delay, as Wednesday had earlier been declared as a special day for prayers and fasting, adding that God is superior to all challenges. The state CAN chairman, who sympathized with the families of the abducted teachers and students, described the attack on innocent children and teachers as callous and reprehensible.
Láti wá fi ọkàn àwọn èèyàn wa balẹ̀ nínú Kristi àti láti wá ru ìgbàgbọ́ wọn sókè pé kò sí ohun tí Ọlọ́run wa ò lè ṣe. A ti ya ọjọ́ òní sọ́tọ̀ láti gbàdúrà àti àwẹ̀ jákèjádò gbogbo ìjọ wa. Ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ a ronú pé ó yẹ ká wá rí àwọn èèyàn wa káwa náà fojú gan ní nǹkan tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Pẹ̀lú ìgbàgbọ́ wípé àti ìdánilójú nínú Ọlọ́run tá à ń sìn, torí pé Ọlọ́run alààyè là ń sìn, pé ní wákàtí díẹ̀ sí
The association appreciated quick intervention of government and security agencies over rescue operations. Special prayers were offered at the centers of Esiele, Alausa, and Yawota.
ìròyìn ayọ̀ tá a ti ń retí yóò wọlé dé o. Gbogbo ọmọ pátápátá tí wọ́n ṣàlọ́ wọ́n padà bọ̀ láyọ̀.
Findings revealed that the suspected bandits have asked for the withdrawal of all security operatives in the forest to give room for negotiation and release of the victims. The association had earlier organized special prayers towards rescue of all the victims before paying sympathy visits to Professor Alamu, husband of abducted principal at his Ogojo Favor area and family of a phone repairer Shegun at Okoili. The state camp chairman was accompanied by Candida Methodist Block, Right Reverend David Muradeo, Candida Women's Wing, Mrs. Mercy Danladi, State Secretary, Very Reverend Tokpe Owulabi, Zonal Camp Coordinator, Reverend Moses Adebola, and other state and zonal executives.
Still on the attack, Mrs. Mary Oyedokun, widow of a secondary school teacher, Mr. Michael Oyedokun, who allegedly beheaded by suspected bandits in a forest, has pleaded with the state government and other relevant stakeholders to find the body of her husband. Mrs. Oyedokun made a plea on Wednesday while receiving state and zonal executives of Christians Association of Nigeria, CAN, led by the state chairman, Reverend Dr. Elisha Ogundiya, and the diocesan bishop, Methodist Church of Nigeria, Ogbomoso, the Right Reverend Dr. David Muradeyo, who were on a condolence visit to the Irewole residence of the late teacher. The widow, who was emotionally imbalanced, cried profusely on the ugly incidents. She said it is obvious her husband was victim of the attack, but she wants her body to be found and brought home for burial. According to her, the plea becomes imperative so that her late husband can be buried at home for future reference to prevent his body being decomposed in the bush. The bereaved woman therefore said the journey of our best partner is best known to God as he gives and takes any time. We now take our first commercial break. Please stay with us.
When malaria knocks you down, you can be sure parasites are having a party in your system.
Welcome to our new kingdom, guys!
Comel, an effective weapon against malaria. Attacking the parasite army directly to give you express relief and get you back on your feet effectively. Comel on. Malaria gone.
Oh, remember how mom used to wake up before everybody to make breakfast, iron her uniform? I'm surprised that woman with something special.
Treasure Mom this 2026 with a trip to Zanzibar in the 3 Crowns Mom of the Year competition. Write a note using each letter in your mom's name and upload with a photo of 5,000 Naira worth of 3 Crowns products on our website or at any of our collection centers. T's and C's apply. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
My skin is my identity, my strength. It's unique and deserves care made specially for me. New Nivea Radiant and Beauty Even Glow, enriched with 95% pure vitamin C and pulp extract. For visibly radiant and even-toned skin in just 2 weeks. New Nivea Radiant and Beauty Even Glow, for your shade of beautiful.
Glad to know you're still there. The Oyo State Police Command has confirmed the kidnapping of 2 staff members of the Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria, CRIN, while dismissing reports of another alleged mass adoption in parts of Ibadan as false. In a statement by the Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Anyola Diolayinka, the incident occurred on May 19, 2026, when about 6 armed men invaded the CRIN premises and adopted 2 staff members to an unknown destination. The statement said the incident was reported to the Idianyure Divisional Police Headquarters, prompting the deployment of tactical and intelligence teams by the Commissioner of Police, CP Abimbola Olubemiga, to rescue the victims and track down the suspects. The police added that 2 suspects identified as Shehu and Abubakar were arrested during a security operation on May 20th, while efforts to rescue the victims and apprehend other members of the gang continue. Meanwhile, the command has urged residents to disregard unverified reports of mass adoption in Ibadan, warning that false information could create fear and panic among the public. Police in Ekiti have confirmed the rescue of the vice chairman of Ileje Meje local government area, Mrs. Grace Ogunleye, who was kidnapped on Wednesday while returning home. The confirmation is contained in a statement issued by the police public relations officer, SP Sunday Abutu, today in Ado Ekiti. SP Abutu said the victim regained her freedom following a joint rescue operation involving the police, the military, other security agencies, and local security personnel. According to him, sustained pressure mounted by the security team on the suspected kidnappers led to the successful rescue. He added that the Commissioner of Police in the state, Falade Adegorioye, has ordered a thorough investigation to determine the circumstances surrounding the adoption and apprehend those responsible. 13 political parties contesting the June 20th, 2026 governorship elections in Ekiti State. They signed a peace agreement headed by the elections with a commitment to ensuring lasting peace before, during, and after the elections. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Joash Amopiton, admonished the parties to ensure that they practice what they signed ahead of the elections. The INEC chairman said the peace accord should not just be on paper, but should be put into practice, adding that Ekiti has been known for political awareness and peaceful conduct and should therefore replicate it during the elections. He commended the National Peace Committee, NPC, for its enduring custodianship of democratic stability in Nigeria, stressing that their tireless efforts in gathering political actors around a unified architecture of non-violence continue to shield democracy from structural discord. The Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Disu, said the signing of the peace accord is a strong reminder that elections should be a contest of ideas and service, not conflict and division. We now take another short commercial break. Please don't go away.
Wearing many hats takes a lot out of you. You always need all the nourishing goodness you can get. Especially if you're someone like me that is a foodie. The ultimate meal companion.
A PhD student.
Rich in B vitamins for focus. Yes, we all need it. Because every side of you deserves to be nourished.
The home is under attack, but not for long, because Hypo is here. Dirty floors and surfaces.
Not on our watch.
Dirty and stains don't be do a shakara. We got the remedy, original palasa. Hypo, go hypo.
Germs always find a way back.
No greed. Protect every day with Hypo.
Hypo, go hypo. Progress no dey happen just like that. It dey come from support when you need am.
Mommy, I got the school fees. You too much.
Na money point o.
Money point, thank you.
Customer, na transfer abi? Confirm.
Bro, na transfer.
Na money point oga. Oh, na confirm.
Progress na peace of mind when you know say payment go land as Sure Banker. Progress na small win wey dey carry person go far.
No worry, yourself go make am. Go buy ball.
Victor, even you dey use money point?
Of course now, they use money point.
Confirm.
Money Point, made for your progress. Super Malt Multivitamin Active Teens. Super Malt Multivitamin Active Teens. Shine on.
Glad to know you're still there. The federal government has begun disbursing outstanding 2025 allowances to beneficiaries of the Bilateral Education Agreement Scholarship Program studying in partner countries abroad. This was revealed in a statement by the Federal Minister of Education on Wednesday and signed by the Ministry's Director of Press and Public Relations, Boriowo Folashade. Bayo Ononuga, Special Advisor Information and Strategy to President Bola Tinubu, also reposted the statement on X. The BEA Scholarship Program supports Nigerian students studying in partner countries with financial assistance from the federal government. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, said the released funds represent 50% of the approved outstanding obligations for 2025, noting that efforts were ongoing to ensure payment of the remaining balance, according to the statement. President Bola Tinubu has appointed Segun Aina as the new registrar of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, succeeding Professor Isiaq Oloyede. Oloyede's two-term tenure expires on July 31st, 2026. Aina, who will be 40 in July, is, according to a statement by Tinubu's media aide, Bayo Ononuga, a distinguished academic and systems expert with extensive experience in national examination systems, digital infrastructure, and public sector institutional reform. The presidency said that with over 15 years of post-graduation experience, Professor Aina operates at the intersection of technology policy and institutional transformation, advising federal and state governments on system design, digital transition, and operational reform. He served as a consultant to major examination bodies, including NECO, NAPTEB, and various state ministries of education, providing expertise on ICT systems, examination integrity, and digital process optimization. We'll take another break. Please stay with us.
Hold on, kiddos.
Thanks to Golden Penny Spread, easy to spread and good for the family.
Mama like Golden Penny Spread, easy to spread and good for the family.
Our bodies get serums, washes, lotions, cleansers, scrubs, but underarms only get deodorant? That's why our new breakthrough formula contains pure hyaluron and vitamin C to deeply care for your underarms for a softer and even skin tone in 2 weeks. With 72 hours sweat and odor protection, try the new Nivea Derma Control Natural Tone because your underarms deserve more. Nivea is for skin.
Thank you for staying tuned. The Oyo State Agency for Youth Development has concluded the 2-day screening exercise for 108 shortlisted applicants seeking membership of the Third Assembly of the Oyo State Youth Parliament. The exercise involved verification of credentials and assessments of the applicant's stability, after which 32 successful candidates representing constituencies across the state are expected to emerge. Staff reporter Olubomi Lawal reports.
The second day of the screening exercise for applicants into the Third Assembly of the Oyo State Youth Parliament witnessed the assessment of the remaining shortlisted candidates drawn from various constituencies across the state. The exercise, organized by the Oyo State Agency for Youth Development, focused on evaluating the applicants based on appearance, comportment, fluency, and knowledge of legislative responsibilities. Speaking with BCOS News, some members of the screening panel explained that the exercise was designed to ensure that only qualified and competent applicants were selected in line with the laid-down requirements and standards.
We saw the lapses among the youths. After the screening, the committee should come up with a resolution where the youths are lacking behind, so that the government can also work there to help the society.
The only advice I'll give to young persons who wants to apply for this kind of thing in the future is please prepare. There's a lot that needs to be done. Abraham Lincoln says that success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. Young people need to prepare for opportunity.
Some of them have been quite brilliant, and as well, some of them have performed below expectation. A good number of them are brilliant, and we are still expecting to see more from the remaining local government that we are yet to screen.
The two-day screening exercise featured 108 shortlisted applicants, with 50 candidates from the remaining 16 constituencies screened on the final day. Some of the applicants who spoke with BCOS News described the exercise as fair, thorough, and insightful, expressing confidence in the credibility of the selection process.
I know that there are youths like me out there that they just want to impact change. They want their environment to be better. The only thing I would say is that you can't do it from the corner of your room. You have to come out and be a voice.
Members of the screening panel, which included a member of the Oyo State House of Assembly, the Algon chairman, representatives of the Nigerian Police Force, Department of State Services, NDLEA, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, leadership of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, traditional institution representatives, and other notable personalities advised the applicants to remain united and supportive of whoever emerges successful in their constituencies.